Hi caregivers, Kathy Einen here, your go-to specialist for elder care questions and concerns. In today's video, I want to continue our discussion that was started in the last video on the three reasons, or the three primary reasons, that seniors end up in the ER and very frequently end up not being able to return home. It is often these situations that lead the family to realize that they can no longer manage on their own, and sometimes that senior ends up moving in with a family member. Perhaps they need adult daycare during the day when nobody's around. Maybe it's an assisted living move. Many variety of ways that can be accommodated, but frequently these are the things that cause that decision to be made. And those top three reasons, as we laid out in the last video, were medication errors, mobility issues, and malnutrition. Now, in the first video, we talked about those medication issues, and we talked specifically about some of the ways that seniors are challenged in making sure that they get their medications as directed, as prescribed by their doctors. And we found many situations where seniors were either getting not enough medication, or we've also identified ways that sometimes a senior might be getting too much medication. And both of those things can have a negative impact on their medical condition. So we talked about that in the last video. Today I wanted to talk about mobility issues. And with mobility issues, my main focus here is falls in seniors. 1 in 10 hospital admissions for seniors is related to a fall or an injury. And if a senior actually breaks a hip when they fall, then we have some real staggering statistics, because 25% of those people will probably die within 6 months of that hip fracture, and another 25% of those seniors will need lifelong nursing care after that fall. So those are big statistics to deal with. Then you have those seniors that are actually able to return home after that fall, but maybe dealing with now a fear of falling, which can really hinder their ability to take care of themselves going forward from that time. So if you have a senior that was taking a shower and as they were getting in or out of the shower had a fall, they may be reluctant to do that. So they're not getting their shower as they used to, and you may notice a change in their hygiene. You may also notice if there's a senior that had a fall when they were going up and down the stairs to the basement to do their laundry. They're a little afraid of doing that now, so maybe they're starting to wear clothes that are not as clean as they used to be, or their laundry is actually piling up. So those can be things that can trigger that you might notice that says to you, oh, maybe we have a problem here. So the three areas that seniors have the most falls are in the bathroom, which we just talked about. The bathroom can become very cluttered. It can become slick with moisture. It can be a very dark environment and very close quarters. Many seniors get up to use the bathroom at night and the lighting's not very good, so that gives them ample opportunity to have a problem. And then you may have a senior that is having a problem out on the stairs. If you have a senior that has two-floor living, and they have their first floor living is where their kitchen and their living room is, but they have to go upstairs to the bedroom and the bathroom, that could be a problem. Or they have stairs that come into the house, or again, like I said, stairs going up and down to the basement. So stairs are the number 2 place that seniors fall. And the third place that seniors experience the most falls is in the kitchen. And again, here you may have a very tight environment, a cluttered environment, things to bump into, and also the possibility that something has been spilled or dropped onto the floor that they may trip or fall on. Things that you might notice that would indicate to you that your senior might be having a problem with falls. First of all, take a look at their skin on their arms and their legs. Are they showing more signs of skin bumps and bruises and scrapes and cuts? That can be an indication that they're falling. They may not really want to tell you how they got that scrape or cut or how that bump happened, or they may just say they forgot about it. Something else to keep your eyes open for are if you have broken furniture in the house. Either the furniture is broken, or you start noticing that things are disappearing that used to be there that might have been something that could be potentially broken. Sometimes seniors, as they fall, the furniture breaks their fall, but in that fall the actual furniture gets broken. And some seniors will be kind of a little bit they don't want anybody to know it's happening, so they may actually get rid of that piece of furniture and you won't see it, so things start to disappear. Pay attention to that. That was one thing that was happening with my dad, and that was actually causing some of those cuts and bruises for him. So that can be a sign. Another thing to look for is any fear of a certain activity that they used to do. As we talked about before, if it was in the bathroom, they may be fearful of going back and getting that shower, or maybe fearful of going up and down the stairs. So pay attention to those types of things. The great news is that there are ways to help fall-proof and the home. So there are ways to accommodate the environment to a certain extent to help make it more safe for your loved one. If you need some help identifying if your parent might be at risk for falls and what ways that you might be able to accommodate that environment a little bit, please give me a call. Contact me through my website at www.ParentCareAlliance.com. Many ways that you can accommodate or modify the environment for them. The other thing I want you to think about, the second thing I want you to think about, is that there are many devices to help a senior that's having a problem with mobility issues. And I know we all can come up with the obvious, like the canes and the walkers and the wheelchairs and that sort of thing, but there are so many things available to help people with activities like pulling on their socks, reaching for things that are on the floor. If they're having problems eating, I know that doesn't have to do with falls, but there's so many pieces of equipment that can help seniors stay safe and well in their homes. But I also want you to consider that if you're noticing that your senior is having weakness and you are suspecting falls, maybe check in with their doctor. It may be appropriate to get them some physical therapy to help get them stronger again and more able to move in their environment. That physical therapist not only will help them get stronger and get them back up to where they were a little bit, but also will help you in identifying some of those assistive devices that might help them manage in their environment a little better. So falls are a big problem for seniors, but prevention is key, and it's something we have to pay attention to. So until next time, I want to say again to you caregivers, make sure you take some time for yourself, because caregivers can't provide good care unless they're providing some care to themselves first. Caregiving really takes it out of you, so make sure you take the time to put some of it back in for yourself. But until next time, remember that I am on the journey with you. We'll chat soon.